Ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys missed us. Wolfpack is back.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody was waiting for Wolfpack to come back. Woo! Yes, Faiq, what are we going to be talking about? Dana White yesterday made the announcements. He made 15 announcements for the UFC fight cards, and it's amazing. It's epic. I've never seen Dana White saying anything that good, actually, and that productive. He said that
Leon Edwards was a Sean Brady.
Leon Edwards is going to be fighting Sean Brady. He was supposed to fight Jack Della. What happened to Jack Della? We're not going to talk about it. We're not spoiling it.
Yeah.
But Leon Edwards fighting Sean Brady now. So it's a good matchup for Sean Brady. For Sean Brady, not for Leon Edwards. I don't think so, because Sean Brady is a hell of a grappler.
Yeah.
Leon has improved his grappling. Here's the thing. If Leon can defend the takedowns, if he can keep the fight on the feet, Leon will smoke him. Sean Brady does not have any sort of striking that could actually potentially be hazardous to Leon Edwards. Sean Brady's output might be a bit higher than Leon Edwards, but Leon Edwards is a good counter striker. He's got better kicks.
Yeah.
But Sean's gonna try to take him down, just like he dominated Gilbert. He was actually able to take down Gilbert Burns. Yeah. And he dominated him for 5 rounds. So you might potentially just do that to Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I agree. And the next is Alexander.
I think that person is also going to be the next for the title shot, right?
Which one?
I think that would make them very close. The winner of the Leon Edwards is Sean Brady, because Sean has been on a winning. The last time he lost was against Bilal Muhammad. Great Bilal Muhammad. Remember the name of Bilal Muhammad. Nobody remembers the name of Bilal Muhammad.
Even Daniel Cormier.
Daniel Cormier did that. Joe Rogan did that.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually do that. Drake Duplessis does it now.
Yep.
Bro, Mighty Mouse did that.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Did he? I don't know about that.
Drake and Mighty Mouse they both were talking about Bilal Muhammad, and he's like, Mighty Mouse is trying to explain something. Mighty's like, the guy is Ilia Topuria is the 145 champion, and then Islam is the 155 champion, and who is the champion of 170? And then he's like, Bilal Muhammad, and then Drake is like, oh, you didn't remember.
He has to be trolling it.
No, I don't think Mighty was actually trolling on purpose.
Oh,
he actually forgot Bilal's name.
Oh my god. He probably thought it's still Leon Edwards or something.
Probably.
Oh man.
So
alright, anyways, the next one is a banger. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Oh my god, what a banger fight. That is gonna get the bonus of the night. That is gonna be the fight of the night.
Yeah.
I think they both are great contenders. I think Volkanovski is coming back with a fire to get a win back.
He has
to. Diego Lopez is just been on a killing streak. He's stepped up on short notice multiple times. And he's 5 times in last
5 times.
4 or 5 months or something. How many?
Probably not that much, but probably 1 or 1.5 years or something. He had 5 fights. 5 fights winning streak, and he's finishing people. Yeah. It's not even going to see him. He's finishing everyone. Which is
insane. I think it's well deserved. But I think the winner of that fight has to fight Movsar Evloev.
They have to fight.
That has to be the next fight.
Evloev is undefeated. He's 19-0. He's 9-0 in the UFC. He has not lost a fight yet. And people say he's a boring fighter. Bro, look at the last 2 fights.
I find it pretty entertaining.
Aljamain Sterling versus Movsar Evloev was one of the best grappling contests. Both of the guys shooting for the takedowns, explosive wrestling. Amazing. And not just that, even the fight previously, the one before that, the one versus Arnold Allen, where Arnold Allen kneed him actually. I think that was a pretty entertaining fight, to be honest. Movsar actually stood up with Arnold Allen for 1.5 round too.
Yeah.
So guys, Movsar Evloev actually deserves his title shot. But why is Volkanovski getting? You're saying they're fighting for the title, Volkanovski and what's his name, Diego Lopez? They're fighting for the title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What is happening to Ilia Topuria then?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ilia Topuria is definitely moving up to 155.
He's moving up to 155.
I think they would try to make a match between Ilia versus Islam, but maybe Islam would want him to fight a contender first to become he's not beating another 145 pounder on his resume.
You know what I'm thinking? What I'm thinking actually? Ilia Topuria, they were asking him about Dustin Poirier, and he was saying it would be a banger matchup. I think that would be a great matchup. Yep. It would be a great matchup because Dustin's they can put him against Charles Oliveira. Don't get me wrong, but I think Charles Oliveira is either going to be if it's a stand-up fight, I think I'm going to favor Ilia big time. Yep. I think Charles gets dropped by multiple people, and Ilia is probably going to be the hardest striker that he is facing, and probably the fastest as well. He is going to catch him with the left hook, probably drop him, and then probably finish him as well because Ilia's jiu-jitsu is going to be defensive, and he's very strong. Or the other potential could also be the Charlotte just pulls up something crazy and then submit him.
Yeah.
But then with Dustin Poirier, I think these guys are gonna try to stand up and do the bang, like stand and bang. That's what they're gonna try to do. And if Ilya shoots for the wrestling, Dustin is not gonna be easy to get taken down because remember, you're moving to a high weight class, and Dustin Poirier is one of the biggest lightweights. Yep. Remember, this guy was thinking of moving up to like welterweight, so it's pretty big. And Dustin has like okay takedown defense, and now I know that he's been taken down previously, but he's been taken down by the guys like Khabib and Islam, which is completely different sort of wrestling. Yeah. But normal people don't out wrestle Dustin Poirier. Yep. So that's why I want to see Dustin Poirier versus Ilya Topuria.
Yep, I agree.
But I have something else in mind.
Yeah.
Bag of sanitizer board. Bro, remember that? Paddy Pimblett and Ilya.
Oh, that fight is to happen. There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of trash talk. Yeah.
They could make that a number one contender fight. That.
No, but the thing is, Paddy is way low in the rankings.
Paddy's way low in the rankings.
Yeah.
Something is happening with Paddy as well, by the way, according to Dana White's announcements.
What do you mean?
He's fighting Michael Chandler?
Yeah, he's fighting
Michael Chandler. Okay.
That's a big step up for him.
That's a big step up for him.
Because I swear, right now his current rank is rank 14 or something.
I think if Michael Chandler is not washed up, he should win. But we'll see how much he's washed up, right? Because in the last fight, he was fighting a little bit less reckless. We've seen Michael Chandler just exploding, going for like explosive takedowns or going for like explosive strikes. Yeah. But the last fight, I think he was trying to hold back a little bit because people were actually arguing against the style. So I think he tried to change it up a little bit. He fought a bit smarter. But that didn't work out against Charles Oliveira. I think he would have more of a chance if he actually did that in the first or the second round. Yeah. Remember, he only exploded in the last round.
Yeah.
And then he was able to get some success out of it. Although they were like back of the head strikes. But that is Michael Chandler's style. And at this age, when he's like 38 years old, it is very hard to learn a new style. Yeah. So I think you should probably stick to it. So we'll see how he does against Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, I'm going with Paddy. I think he will.
You're actually going with Paddy?
I think he was.
Okay, I'm just going to choose Chandler in this one.
Okay.
Because Paddy keeps his chin very high, dude.
He does.
I think, and he's been hit multiple times. And I think Chandler is a very fast starter. If he fights the same way that he normally does. And he left hook, the one that he does, like he ducks down. Yeah. Remember the one that he got Dan Hooker with?
Yeah.
I think he potentially has a chance to actually drop Paddy Pimblett. I don't think Paddy has the... I think if Chandler's trains his wrestling, if he's training the wrestling the same way, I don't think Paddy's going to be able to out-wrestle him.
Yeah.
And I think the only way Paddy has is probably like on the feed, maybe keep him at the range. I know Paddy has power.
No, I think on the feed, Chandler will have more success.
You think Chandler will have way more success? He's way more experienced,
way more experienced. I just think I see a way for Paddy through jiu-jitsu.
I think Paddy can submit him. Like Paddy can submit him.
I feel like he's gonna be hungry to submit him as soon as possible. I don't think so. He's gonna be like Charles Oliveira just holding on to Michael Chandler's back. Even Charles was just doing it as a joke. He could have submitted him.
No, but bro, that was
yeah, he could have submitted him. You know that.
He could have potentially submitted him,
but he didn't. Yeah. He chose to not to.
Yeah, but that fight, Michael Chandler was really shit in that fight. He is normally not like that. He's not that.
That's what I'm saying. He's on a decline.
He's on a decline. I think he was just trying to hold back, to be honest. I think he could have like used more energy and get out of like those situations sometimes, like explore out of those situations. Dude, why was he getting out wrestled by Charles Oliveira, by the way? Charles Oliveira does not have any sort of experience. Like, he's improved his wrestling, but he's never competed as a wrestler. Michael Chandler was like an NCAA wrestler. Yeah. He should not be getting out wrestled by Charles Oliveira. I think he just was trying to hold back, not exploding the energy. He was trying to be too conservative of the energy, and it didn't turn out to be good for him.
Yeah.
But let's see how Paddy does against him.
But anyways, the next one is Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull.
Patricia Pitbull. Oh yeah. So this is for the guys who don't know Patricia Pitbull. This guy who was the Bellator champion. He's a legend in the sport. Yeah. He's also knocked out Michael Chandler as far as I can remember one time.
And I think Michael Chandler knocked him out in the second fight.
I believe so.
So they both have a one-on-one on each other.
Yeah. So Patricia Pitbull, although he's 37 years old, I don't know.
They can make the third fight in UFC.
Or they can make
Pitbull versus Chandler.
If Chandler gets the win against Paddy Pimblett, I think Pitbull is fighting at 145.
He is fighting at 145.
He can move to 155. I think for the French fight matchup, they can actually make him move to 155, and then they can have the fight. And who else is fighting?
So Jeff O'Neal versus Carlos Prates.
Carlos Prates is fighting, right? So the other thing with Carlos Pradas is he's a prospect that everybody is thinking is going to be able to get the title shot next.
Yep.
He just needs a couple of more wins. He's been knocking everybody out. People say he's got the most power in 170 weight class, and we're going to be able to find that against Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal is a guy who is UFC has put as like a test for, I think, all the newcomers.
Yeah.
So like all the newcomers that come, they actually have to kind of like pass through Jeff Neal. I'm not gonna call him the gatekeeper to actually disrespect him, but that's kind of like his job. Like he fights the new prospect. Like we see Shafkat, when he needed to move up, he was the one. He had to fight Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
When what's his name? The guy that Shafkat was fighting, Ian Gary. When he had to like move up the weight class, move up the ranks. He fought Jeff Neal. So these are the guys, Jeff Neal and Neil Magny. UFC puts them against the new contenders, the new prospect who they think are going to be able to be the potentially the champions in the future.
Yeah.
And then it's up to them if they can pass the test or not. If they lose to Jeff Neal, then I think most of the fans will say this is just a fraud check.
Yeah.
This guy was actually never that good.
Yeah.
So we'll find out about that. Jeff Neal is a solid striker, by the way.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then what is happening with the 170 weight class, guys?
Yeah, Bilal is fighting Jack Della Maddalena.
Jack Della Maddalena. Bilal's going to be fighting Australia. It's going to be in Australia. No, it's not in Australia, right?
It's not in Australia.
That's why I was crying about it last time. I was like, they had a card in Australia. Sean Strickland is fighting in Australia. Why is Jack Della not fighting in Australia? Like, there was a chance they could have made the matchup.
Yep.
But I think they potentially knew that Shafkat was injured, so Shafkat pulled out of the fight. I think that could be one of the reasons they didn't put Jack Della on the card.
Yep.
So they made Jack Della versus Bilal, and what is going to happen with Shafkat? Shafkat's injured now. He said he's going to be fighting in December. He'll be fit to fight in December. But guys, remember, Islam Makhachev has showed his willingness to actually move to the welterweight. So imagine if Islam Makhachev gets like one more. He defends his title one more time. That's against Arman or somebody else. They put like Gamrot against him, and Islam is able to beat them, defend the title, and he wants to move up. And Dana's not going to be able to deny that shot because Islam Makhachev is defended the title 4 times already. That will be the 5th time. That is the maximum time anybody has defended the title in the lightweight history. And also, we know that in the modern times, it's very hard for the fighters to actually defend the title that many times. So he would have a legit cause to fight for the title. So now he's trying to move up to 170. Let's say Jack Della beats Bilal. Now Islam has no reason to actually not fight for the title. He goes to Jack Della. Then what is going to happen to Shafkat? Yeah. Then Shafkat is waiting another couple of months, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think Islam will cross the line. Like Islam will. He will cross the divisions. He will move to the welterweight.
Welterweight or middleweight.
I don't think it's gonna. Middleweight is probably gonna be so hard. I think Bilal wins or loses, despite of the fact he's gonna move to middleweight. I think in the future they can make up the match. He's got pretty nice matchups. It doesn't even have to be against Duplessis. Let's say Dana White has said that now if the fighters want to move up the weight class, they would have to vacate the title. So they cannot have they cannot hold 2 titles at the same time. So let's say Bilal wins or loses and he wants to move the title. Now he's going to a new weight class, and to prove a point, Dana asked him to fight like a contender. He's got a very good storyline with Sean Strickland. They're gonna sell more than any other fighter because they've been doing the trash talk for like a long time anyway. They don't like each other. And how many things are going here? Look, Sean Strickland has said stuff about like the Muslims and stuff, right? Bilal is a Muslim, and I'm sure Sean is gonna bring like Palestine and Israel as well into this because he's a sort of guy, right? So but that's like a selling point. They're gonna sell on religion. They're gonna sell on like the politics and stuff. And then at the same time, they're both good trash talkers as well. They're gonna try to make fun of each other. Bilal is probably gonna bring up his dad and say like Derek has made you cry and all of this. So they know how to sell the fight. And after that, if Hamzat is a champion, then it's a problem for Bilal. But if it's Dricus is a champion, again, they can have like a nice storyline to it.
Yep, that's true.
So I'm really excited about what will happen.
I agree,
Yeah.
I'm excited as well.
What do you think of the potential matchups for Islam at the moment in lightweight?
In lightweight, I think there's nobody apart from Arman.
Yeah, but I mean, Dana is not gonna give Arman that title shot. It just doesn't look like it.
Dana is just weird. He is the next in line. Why would he? I understand. Yeah, he pulled out last minute, but if the guy can't fight, he literally can't fight.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, Arman is gonna lose, right? But he's gonna be like, yeah, this happened, but nobody will care because they will only care the fact that he lost to Islam.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing. So it's more of a loss to Arman than anybody else in this.
Yeah.
So I think he made the right decision, but Dana is just a bit biased. I think he's
I think just a bit pissed, but he doesn't understand that injuries actually happen.
yeah.
And it's not Armour is not the only one. Like how many times has it happened to Conor McGregor?
And I think also because Dana thinks what you call it. You know how his doctors came back to him and they said, yeah, Arman can fight tomorrow, but he's choosing not to. But the thing is, yeah, a doctor can say that, but it doesn't mean they know exactly the problem. Maybe Arman knew like he can't fight at his best, so it's best to not fight.
Exactly. And this is a title fight, and you're getting a chance against Islam Makhachev. And if you lose, you might potentially not even get the title shot in the future.
Yeah.
So it's a big risk. You want to make sure that you're 100% for the fight.
Yeah, because right now only Arman is the one who's running through these top guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Who else are you gonna put against Islam?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're putting Ilya Topuria against Islam.
But he's a 145.
That's the problem, and we're not even saying that he cannot beat Islam. I think it will be a good matchup because it is pretty complete as well. But at the same time, what's in it for Islam? Like if Islam beats Ilya, people are gonna say that's another 145er. You beat in a 145er twice before, and now another 145er. So Islam is not getting anything out of it. And people are so good at just negating anything. Like right now, everybody is on the Ilya hype train. They're like, "Oh, Islam is ducking Ilya. Ilya is gonna be able to beat everyone." And as soon as Islam actually beats Ilya, everybody's gonna be like, "That's another 145er."
Yep. That's it.
So Islam has got a good point that Ilya needs to beat someone to actually prove a point that he's an actual 155er, and I think that this is what Dana would do. I like that Ilya is actually willing to fight somebody in the 155. He's vacated his salary. He's very serious about it. So maybe make the matchup between him and Dustin Poirier, or you could potentially make him versus Arman too, for the number one contender. But at the same time, if you're making him versus Dustin Poirier as like Dustin Poirier wants to retire, right? As like a retirement fight.
Yeah.
Then at the same time, Arman is free to fight for the title then.
He is free to fight for the title. Yeah, they should make that fight.
Yeah, or they may give it to Charles Oliveira. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they would.
But yeah.
But yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yep.
See you guys.